country on earth, compacted to the United Nations Treaty, is today at war. And it's more to do with the fact that the war is taking place against the good people, the good citizens. What is citizenship? We need to look at the etymology of all of these words. We need to reconsider what citizenship is or should mean. How about fellowship? We ought to be moving freely upon the surface of the earth, friends. Make no bones about that. We were natural born, free born. We must get out from under the yoke of civilizational dystopia as it relates to idolatry, essentially. The religious idolatry is simply supplanted now by the idolatry of government. We idolize government. We look up to parliaments and congresses. We look at our political leaders as though they are the Caesars of Rome. They're nothing of the sort. They are frail brothers and sisters, invariably driven by greed and coerced by invisible agendas. That is the fact of the matter. I speak to this as a former advisor to presidents and prime ministers, as a former director general at the United Nations in the intergovernmental sector, as somebody who spent 23 years seeking remedy. The wheel is broken. Do not make the mistake of trying to get that broken wheel patched up. We must reformat entirely, and we must do so predicated on fellowship in the absence of usury. Usury is the root of all ill in this world. It always leads to penury, it always leads to war, to division and conquest. Surely we have learned that by now, my dear friends. So I urge you, pick up that stick, wield that stick as you would the sword of an archangel. You have 7.5 billion angelic humans standing right behind you. But consider human rights, consider civil liberties. Who gave them to us in the first place? Who apportioned them to us? Who circumscribed the rule book? Consider that very, very closely. Let's all now awaken from within the thrall of this last 2.5 years of stupendous dream spell. A magnitude that none of us can imagine for one moment in the summer of 2019. None of us imagined we would be walking through the valley of death as we have now. Where governments are weaponized against humanity.
2 miljoen mensen zijn.
Where the biosphere is weaponized against humanity.
Heel veel.
Where the central remit and agenda of government today is to stick a lethal cocktail into the arms of our babies. Experimental, DNA altering cocktails of synthetic molecules. How the devil did we get to this?
Er zijn wel een paar mensen.
So ask yourself, who apportioned you those civilities? Who circumscribed the constitutional remit? Let's slip away from order. First, let's restore the rule of law, absolutely. Let's restore civil liberties as we understand them. Let's restore human rights as we understand it, absolutely. And let's restore constitutional rights as we were given to understand it. Let's hold all the oath keepers accountable to their oaths. But above all, let's step into our fellowship and let's take up this great march of ages. And let's do it with love, with balance, with a fair mind and a fair heart. I wish you all on the front line the very best of luck in your endeavors today. And once again, I salute you. Thank you.
Hello, that's the word, Lord. Let's not waste your time. My name is Jacob. I come from Poland. And I'm an activist. I'm no one. I'm just like you. For the last 2 years, I spent on the streets fighting for our rights and our freedom. And I've got a message for you. The message is quite simple. It's universal for Europe and for the whole world. We've got a situation where politicians forgot that they're supposed to be our representatives. They decided to become a caste, a separate caste, the caste of people. And usually it was us, people that can read, think, analyze, and make a decision that created the world that we were going to live in. Unfortunately, we are a minority. We used to be listened. Politicians used to know that they should listen to us, the people to think, because we made the world a better place. It wasn't very complicated. But nowadays, this new caste of people, they decided that they will make all the decisions for us. They will create the new world. What they did is they took this new tool that is mass media, and they told the masses of sheep all over the world what they should think. And then they played the theater with us, and they say, well, we are just doing what people want us to do. You know that truth. You know that. I can see that. You know that. They're doing this for us. For us. Right. Well, we know the truth. The question is, what are we going to do with that truth? Right? So, my questions are we willing to give our world away to this new caste? Right. Are we willing to live in a world where sheep decide about the future of our children? Simple, isn't it? Are we willing to give our world away? Because the only one in 1,000 people actually reads, thinks, analyzes, and makes decisions for himself. No. Yeah, there is few of us, but we are the ones that think. Now, for myself, I say hell no. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen as long as there is one of us standing that actually reads, thinks, and makes the decisions. And I will fight for our world. And in my heart, especially here, I feel like we will fight together, right? See, it was supposed to be 2 minutes. I tried.
Liberté, oui, bien sûr. I have good information. It will be very short. I'm from Poland, also like my friend before, and I try say what we are doing. My organization is Guardians of Freedom. We create new hierarchy. We can't fix the system. The system is over. We have been seeing this for over 2 years. What we have to do now is create new reality and not new structures. And this is what we are doing now in our organization, Guardians of Freedom. Yes, for us, our children are very important, and because our future is depend on them. And our fight for freedom and truth, it wasn't enough if we have a continuation with our children. Our children, we create. They are home education. We create our own education centers where people, where the children can play, learn, they yes. We have real life experience without mask, test, quarantine and isolation. Apart from education, we create new jobs and groups on Telegram where people can exchange job offers without vaccination regime. We are also developing medical and legal support networks. Yes. I can speak in French also.